Dr. Dex here. Today we are talking about cable management and tying wires. And when you're under a deck and you're wiring in low voltage lighting, there's a couple different ways to secure your wires to your frame. And that's what this video is about. So if you like what you see, don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified every time we're putting out fresh content. All right, so what I have here are three different types of staplers. One is a cordless stapler by DeWalt, and the model number is DCN701. So it comes with the cordless stapler, a battery, and a charger. This is by far becoming my go-to item when I want to tie wire, low voltage cable, different wires for different lights together underneath a deck, because it's easy on the wrists, it's fast, you're not struggling underneath, you just push it in and pull the trigger, bam, you're done. A couple of other manual staplers that I have this Arrow model T72, and it has an insulated staple as well. The DeWalt one has an insulated staple, this one has an insulated staple. You can use this for Romex, cable, low voltage stuff. Mostly I use it for low voltage, but I know a lot of electricians that use these. And then this one is the Arrow T75, and it shoots a non-insulated staple. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot each one into this piece of plywood so you can see the difference and the effort that it takes to put them in, and then we'll tie some cables together. So here's the T75. That's the staple it leaves. Here is the T72. So the DeWalt cordless, you cannot dry fire like that. You actually have to have a piece of wire touching, or something touching this plunger. If this plunger isn't pulled back, it's not gonna fire. So basically, that's a safety feature. So let's just, for giggles, I'll go like this. Okay, I'll take a piece of low volt. I can pull it out of the way. Now you can kind of see the difference of the three different type of cable tie staples that we use when we're tying together. The DeWalt one has a little bit more width on it, so you can actually do multiple cables. But if I'm just tying something underneath the deck, the one thing I like about this, it usually doesn't overdrive the staple, so it can move around. It's got a complete protective sheath on it, so that you can still move your cable around, which I find to be something I like, because a lot of times when I'm trying to get things perfect or get them to fit properly, I might need to move them right or left a little bit. And another thing, this thing, it's a little bit bulkier than the other two, so if space is a consideration, that might be an issue. But you can just sit here and bang out as many staples as you need. Now the other insulated one, the T72, it works pretty good. When you're on a flat surface and you're pushing down on it, it's pretty easy to pull the plunger. But when you're like in an elevated situation where you're not able to, let's just say you have to go to a small angle, you really got to squeeze this thing to get it to work. And it doesn't quite get as much of adhesion as it does when you have it on a flat surface. So it's a little bit easier to run this gun when you're pushing down. The DeWalt is very minimal effort. The T75, kind of the same thing as the T72. They're both made by Arrow, but I can feel it in my hand. You really got to push on it. You know, you got to put a lot of strength into it to get that to go. This one's barely covering my cable. So it's better for low voltage stuff. This may not work for electrical, like your 110 Romex and things like that. This DeWalt one will. So by far, this one has the least amount of effort. I like it the most. The only time I would not use this is if I'm in a really tight situation where I just can't get the gun into that joist bay or something like that. But it sped up my cable tying by at least double. It's so much more fast, it's incredible. So there's my top choice right there. All right guys, thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw, don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit that bell icon every time you want to be notified we're putting out fresh content. Thanks for watching, have a great day.